Why, hello there. Welcome back to Minecraft Dinosaurs. It is currently nearly 7 o'clock in the evening when I'm recording, but I'm awake, so that's all that matters. However, it is currently 26 degrees Celsius outside with a humidity that is disgusting, and that means it's about just shy of 40 in this office that I'm recording in. Yay. Oh, I'm sweating like a pig. Right, let's go and get on to the meat of today's episode, which is we're continuing this, yes. However, I have made excellent progress. I would argue off camera, I have been to the nether. We're going to have to do another nether trip before long. I've got plenty of glowstone now, which is kind of my focus, and plenty of this lot. Also had to repair my pickaxe again, because I used it and it was going yellow, and I was like, I don't want it going yellow already, that would be annoying. So I repaired it and used it again. So, what was the point, huh? What was the point? Anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know I am, kind of, apart from the heat. Okay, I still need to figure out how we're going to do the glass design, but we'll figure that out probably closer. Also, there is no, on this one, no ceiling, but I might do the same, so the ceiling sort of stops. And I might do something on the inside for it. And we're about to get some more fossils. I've not long since got rid of everything in my inventory that I didn't need. I kept the fossils because I thought it'd be fun to just stick them all in to be processed at the end to see if we get anything that's going to go in here. But apart from that, yeah. Right, so here's the plan for this side. Enclosure, and then we're going to have, on both sides, we'll have something very similar, which is a corner enclosure. So, effectively, in order to denote how that's going to look, I'm going to quickly get rid of these, and over here too. So let's just go ahead up to, I would say, around about here. Then what we'll do is we'll quickly just stick a glowstone in my spare hand, and we'll put the glass down quickly. So it will look like, effectively, I know that this is the first time we're putting the glass down for these, but oh, hello. You will have to disappear too. Otherwise we do not have connectivity. Boop and boop. So just so that I can see the actual design effectively. And then what we'll have is we'll have this here. So that takes up 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you what, I'll count from these because it's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of this. Right, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll get the thing here. There we go. And then same over here. So if I remember correctly, it would look like, oh, there's a difference here. There is a significant difference in terms of the shape. I've just noticed that. It all connects, so I'm not overly fussed. But here we go. So, yeah, if we have a look over there, for example, you'll see that there's a twofer right there off the bat. So this should be, I think, down at 1, but I'm not too fussed. This all worked. I didn't need to make any corrections, so I'm not going to make any corrections here because that would be painful. And then we'll just quickly put the thing here. Here we go. Doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, but now that we've done that, I do have room, I would say, for possibly another enclosure here. However, rather than do that, I would like some form of lighting, because we're going to have an enclosure behind as well. So this will be where the lighting for this side will go. So let's just get rid of all of this. Get a shed load of materials yet again. The cobblestone is going to come in handy when we do that massive fantasy build that I talked about, that massive sort of fantasy farm area. But yeah, also I need more reinforced glass, so I need a trip to the nether to get, not reinforced glass, ancient glass, what they call it. So I need to get more of that. So as well as the glowstone, as well as the quartz, I have a tertiary objective that I need to... Yeah, silk touch. See, I can use my brain on occasion. Right. Let's go ahead and do this. All the way across and get the glowstone in so we have some form of lighting. Because we desperately need it. Let's switch that back. There we go. Obviously, we'll have some lighting on this side as well, not too concerned. We might have lighting above as well. We don't actually know how that's going to work, but we'll figure out. So we have still got 2 wide, which is perfect. We've still got this. I've not replicated everything on this side, on the other side yet, but we'll do it bit by bit. I just want to get the rough idea of the enclosures outlined effectively, so that I can just build everything in and then start building the enclosures themselves, which I think would be quite nice. But yes, the next episode we record will, in fact, I'm sorry to say... be a nether. We haven't had a nether trip in a while, and to be quite frank, I do need a break between buildings so that I don't lose my freaking sanity. So that is that. Now, this is going to be a fun one, because you need to be this, so, like so. And then we can probably get away with a singular glowstone. Oh, I didn't get rid of it. I thought I did. And then here and here. Perfect. Just a singular one. However, this needs to be quartz. So let's quickly fill this in. And then what we can do is fill this one in with a solid block as well. Like so. And then this will be... this could be a fun little enclosure. Couldn't it? The thing is, we can actually have some of these enclosures be water-based enclosures, so we can have aquatic species that are small, as well as other things. So it can be a partial aquarium, if you will. However, for now, let's not think about that. We'll think about the contents of the enclosure. This is effectively going to be the densest build we're going to have, because it's going to have loads of different types of species in here. It's going to be, quite frankly, it's going to be fun. Once we get past all the snow blindness from all this white just everywhere. And there's the occasional yellow with some glowstone, and red with that, and yellow. Now, you might be thinking that doesn't really have great visibility. However, as you can see, when you start connecting the blocks up, it just has this lovely little border. So if I was to, say, for example, pop this like so, you can see it does have this lovely border that's just not too intrusive, and it's perfectly clear glass. And I like the way the border looks, especially for a build like this. I feel like it does work quite nicely. Obviously, the block itself here is... Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong before when I got rid of all of this. Interesting. Some of them we will, some of them we won't. I am going to, if it's an aquatic build, I'm going to effectively try to do my best to make sure they don't kill themselves, but they probably will. And for those that aren't aquatic builds, I'm going to use leads and fences, because that is the easiest way to prevent them committing seppuku. I need to figure out what I'm doing with this wall, don't I? I might just push this all back by 1, but I don't know if that'll interrupt this. I need to figure that out. I think there's a way of just getting around this quite nicely, to be honest, but we will figure it out. It's starting to bug me just thinking about it. Right, let's not think about it. Let's continue with our enclosures. So we have got the rough ideas on that side as to where the enclosures are going to go, which is nice, so all the way up to about there. So we've still got that part to do. I'm thinking of an enclosure here. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly lie it out as so. So it's quite a narrow one, but ooh, it's very narrow. We'll make it a bit longer then. I think that's the easiest way around that. Just make it nice and long. So it's just like a corridor looking down effect. That'd be quite nice. All in all, I know based on the Raptor build, the Dunkleosteus build we've done in the past, the underground builds, they don't usually survive the creatures. So I'm not holding out high hopes. However, ever so the optimist, I will see if it works out. I don't think it will. Right, let's just... That'll do. I think so. Let's just quickly get this all mined out. And then I will do the just so it's tall enough so that I can say, although I know what this is, obviously it needs to go taller, but this is in fact where the build's going to be. Now I could make it really, really freaking interesting, this part, because I could make this really tall and have like a tree in here, and I think that would be interesting, like a really tall jungle tree. And that would be rather interesting, I feel, because we could have like quartz here, and then the glass doesn't actually start until, say, the next level in, which at that point you have got a glass thing here and here, and it'll just be really tall. So it makes up for the lack of space horizontally. It'll make up for it vertically and on the z-axis and on the y-axis opposed to the x-axis. Makes it a little bit easier to say. Right, and I think that'll be a little bit of fun. We've got a nice solid white bit here, so it just differentiates the flooring. So there is that. So this has no ceiling above this, whereas this one does, which isn't really a problem because you just say differentiation and the way that we're going to be doing them. Depends on if one of these is an aquatic, then that would make perfect sense, whereas the other one isn't. It would make perfect sense for why it's ever so slightly different. But there we go. I am liking the way that this is going to come together. I'm liking the idea of being able to get into these enclosures as well, but I want to do it in a subtle way, as opposed to just a door. So I'm going to have to figure out a sort of like almost maybe a vent system that I can drop into them. We'll figure it out, to be quite frank, towards the end of the build. Also, my inventory is filled with crap. Goody. Right, let's head out. I'm actually curious because I don't think I've seen daytime in the game for a while. Is it day or night? It is either dawn or dusk, I would have to say, with the way that the lighting is currently. I could be very wrong. It could be middle of the day. No, it's coming down, so it looks like it's heading towards dusk. So it's pre-dusk. You know, not quite there, but almost. I'm just going to quickly just dump all of this in here and get ready for the trip to the Nether. So by putting everything away, because I don't want to get caught out in the way that... Is there anything else I'm missing here that needs to get dumped? No. I don't want to get caught out in the way that when I go to the net, when I continue my build and say next episode, I then run out partway through. I'd rather just be fully prepared because I need more of this glass and stuff like that. And I might do some work off camera again just so that you don't have to, lose out on a lot. But once I do the next episode's adventure to get more quartz, this glass and everything like that, it will just effectively round it all up, because then the next few episodes will just be constant building and showing what I've done off camera, and then it shouldn't be too long before it's done. I reckon we can get this build done before episode 280 easily. 275 at a push, but I'd rather not rush it, so we'll see. Anyway, I know it's rather short, this video only being about 13 or so minutes, but I really need to go to the toilet, and I have been putting it off the last 5 minutes, and now my bowels are trying to murder me. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you do some huge like button down below. If you're not subscribed, or if you're going to super duper appreciate it. My name is Vertico. You can call me V. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice day, and ta-ra!